Have you ever wondered if your favorite Hollywood stars were hiding something shocking behind the cameras? Today we're uncovering the surprising hidden side of some of Hollywood's biggest names, the shocking deformities and disabilities they went out of their way to keep from the public eye. Number 1. Claude Reigns. Claude, the legendary star of The Invisible Man, was one of the most captivating on-screen voices in film history. But what most people never knew was that behind the scenes, he hid a secret. Reigns was partially blind in one eye. His vision was damaged during a gas attack while serving in World War I, leaving him unable to fully see from that side. Not one to let adversity steal his spotlight, Reigns developed his acting craft to an unparalleled level, using his voice and expressions to demand attention. This disability could have ended his career before it even began, but Reigns never let it stop him. He compensated so well on screen that his charisma alone made audiences forget anything might be off. As the villainous Claude Frollo in The Hunchback of Notre Dame, or the smooth-talking Louis Renault in Casablanca, Reigns proved that what you see isn't always what you get. It's what you bring to the screen that matters. Number 2. Humphrey Bogart. Humphrey, one of the greatest stars of the golden age of Hollywood, charmed audiences with his ruggd good looks and tough guy persona. Yet many don't realize that Bogart's signature lisp and iconic sneer came from a scar caused by an injury during his time in the Navy. While accounts vary, some believe the injury happened during a brawl, while others think it was an accident during service. That scar changed everything. Hollywood initially saw it as a downside, it became his trademark, adding to his untouchable mystique. It's hard to imagine Casablanca without Bogart's unmistakable voice and tough exterior. His disability turned him into an icon, reminding us that imperfections can make someone unforgettable. Number 3. James Stewart. Known for his heartfelt performances in iconic films like It's a Wonderful Life and Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, James Stewart had a presence that radiated warmth and loyalty. Behind the camera, though, Stewart carried a subtle physical challenge, a distinct, slightly loping gait. Many believe it was caused by an undiagnosed spinal deformity or injury he sustained growing up. While he never openly discussed it, his walk became an unintentional part of his signature style. Critics even called Stewart's walk awkward, but he embraced it, making his physicality work to enhance his relatable, everyman characters. Imagine George Bailey, It's a Wonderful Life, moving any other way. Stewart's subtle deformity was never a barrier to greatness. It was a part of his unique charm that audiences fell in love with. Number 4. John Gilbert. John, one of the most gorgeous men of Hollywood's silent era, captivated audiences with his intense eyes and romantic hero roles. But when the film industry transitioned to sound in the late 1920s, Gilbert's career took a sharp downturn. Why? He had vocal-related issues, reportedly from health problems, that didn't translate well to the new demands of talkies. Though legends claim his voice was high-pitched in comparison to other leading men, many believe his downfall was worsened by behind-the-scenes rivalries and studio politics. Gilbert's hardships remind us of what happens when an actor's physical struggles mix with Hollywood's brutal standards. Sadly, Gilbert's career decline was steep, but his silent-era legacy endures. Number 5. Peter Lorre. Peter was a master of playing sinister, magnetic characters. With his unique voice, hypnotic eyes, and a knack for deeply unsettling roles, he became one of the most unforgettable faces of early Hollywood. From his chilling turn as a disturbed child killer in M, to his slimy yet charming roles in classics like Casablanca, Lorre had a way of making audiences hang on his every word. But beyond the mesmerizing performances, Lorre carried a hidden weight, both literally and figuratively. Years of battling medical issues left his physical appearance altered. He faced significant weight gain and bloating, presumed to be tied to ongoing health problems, and his visible change caused Hollywood insiders to whisper about his fading star power. Adding to his struggles, Lorre developed an addiction to morphine, prescribed for chronic pain. The combination of his changing appearance and personal battles made it harder for him to land starring roles. But even as his health and career waned later in life, Lorre never lost his ability to own the screen. Fans continued to remember his unnerving yet magnetic style, which redefined what it meant to be a versatile actor. Lorre's story is a testament to rising above struggles, reminding the world that talent can leave an everlasting mark, no matter the hurdles. Number 6, Montgomery Clift. Montgomery was Hollywood's golden boy. With his chiseled looks, soft charm, and emotional depth, he was poised to become the biggest leading man of the 1950s. But everything changed in 1956 after a devastating car accident. The crash left Clift with severe facial injuries, including a broken jaw and permanent scarring. Plastic surgery repaired some damage, but he was never the same, physically or emotionally. The once flawless man who graced magazine covers now struggled with insecurities about his altered appearance. On top of that, the accident led to an ongoing battle with chronic pain, often numbed by painkillers and alcohol, which affected his health and reputation in Hollywood. Despite these harsh realities, Clift refused to give up. He poured raw vulnerability into his post-accident roles, delivering unbelievably powerful performances in films like Suddenly Last Summer and Judgment at Nuremberg. These projects proved he was more than just a pretty face. Clift's gritty determination to keep acting turned him into one of Hollywood's most inspiring figures. His tragic yet resilient journey serves as a reminder that even in the face of unimaginable loss, passion and dedication can take you places no physical beauty ever could. Number 7, Harold Lloyd, silent comedy legend. Harold was the king of death-defying stunts. You've probably seen the iconic image of Lloyd dangling from the hands of a clock in Safety Last. But what many people don't realize is that he performed much of his jaw-dropping work with only one fully functioning hand. In 1919, Lloyd lost part of his right hand in a freak accident involving a misfired prop bomb during a photo shoot. The accident caused him to lose his thumb and forefinger, forcing him to wear a prosthetic glove to hide the injury. Most fans had no idea he was performing dangerous stunts with such a handicap. Lloyd didn't just return to comedy, he redefined it. His ability to pull off fearless performances showed an unthinkable level of bravery and resilience. Whether appearing as an ambitious go-getter or a lovable underdog, Lloyd's charm and comedic timing turned him into a Hollywood legend. His determination to keep entertaining, even while adapting to his injury, makes his story one of triumph. For Lloyd, the greatest trick wasn't just his daring stunts, it was his ability to hide his vulnerabilities and keep audiences laughing along the way. Number 8. Bela Lugosi. If you're a fan of horror, you probably know the name Bela Lugosi. He's the man who forever defined vampires with his hauntingly charismatic performance in Dracula. But behind the scenes, Lugosi's life was far from an immortal dream. After the success of Dracula, Lugosi became typecast in horror roles, which limited his opportunities to grow as an actor. On top of that, the physical toll of chronic sciatica, a nerve condition causing intense back pain, was a constant battle. To deal with the pain, he became addicted to morphine, which only worsened his struggles as the years went on. As his health and addiction issues became harder to manage, Lugosi went from being Hollywood's horror king to being cast in low-budget, forgettable films. However, his devotion to his craft never wavered. Even in his later, weaker years, Lugosi brought passion and intensity to every performance. Though his career had its share of tragic turns, his portrayal of Dracula remains iconic to this day, proving that his short time at the top of Hollywood wasn't forgotten. On number 9, Rosco "Fatty" Arbuckle. Back in the silent film era, Fatty Arbuckle was one of Hollywood's brightest comedic stars. Known for his groundbreaking physical humor and infectious energy, he became one of the highest-paid actors in the world. However, Arbuckle's life was plagued with issues that went far beyond his body type. Health problems from his larger frame were compounded by scandal. In 1921, he was falsely accused of causing the death of actress Virginia Rapp during a party at a hotel. Although Arbuckle was acquitted after 3 trials, the court of public opinion had already destroyed his career. Studio executives and audiences alike turned their backs on Arbuckle. Even though he eventually found small directing opportunities under a pseudonym, his acting career never truly recovered. His life is a sobering reminder of how unrelenting Hollywood can be when scandals, even unfair ones, get tangled with expectations of physical perfection. Number 10. Lon Chaney Senior. Known as the Man of 1,000 Faces, Chaney Senior didn't just play characters with on-screen deformities. He physically transformed himself into them. Chaney would go to unimaginable lengths to achieve his character looks, often using prosthetics, wires, rubber, and makeup to create realistic depictions of tortured souls. While fans knew these transformations were part of the job, what they didn't realize was how much pain they caused Chaney. For example, while playing a hunchback in The Hunchback of Notre Dame, he strapped himself into an agonizingly tight harness for hours each day to give his appearance more authenticity. Chaney's relentless dedication to his roles didn't just make him a legend. It reflected his deep empathy for people living with real physical struggles. By putting himself through such torture to bring humanity to every character, Chaney proved that sometimes the greatest performances come from those who understand suffering on a deeper level. While his transformations shocked audiences, the emotion he brought to those roles ensured his legacy as one of the greatest actors Hollywood has ever seen. Hollywood has always been a place where appearances matter, but so do resilience and raw talent. These actors broke barriers, hid their hardships, and created legacies that live on to this day. Which story shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to click on our next video where we uncover Hollywood actors who are battling serious health problems. See you there.